Uh, Here I was, uh, just messing around in After Effects. Um, and I was saying to myself, like, I really shouldn't go into mess around in After Effects because as soon as I do, I'm going to lose track of time, and I'm gonna be late to the stream. Wasn't late to the stream, but I sure did lose track of time. I sure did. Uh, uh, do you know? Do you know? I like meat more than fish. Hmm. I actually might agree with that. I think I might like meat more than fish. I've already been inside this house. The port is past here. Be careful. There are lots of goons around. Goons. Hey, kid, what is it? Careful, you'll get hurt. Oh, got those over there. Oh, and ducks. Duck season. What do you want? Are you from around here? In this port, we've got fishing boats and boats that'll take you to Couscous across the lake. Isn't couscous like a food or something? Crouching is good for the soul, but tough on the back. Man, my back is feeling some pain right now. Hey kid, mess around on a fisherman's ship, and you're likely to get beat up. Bring it on, man. Right now the fish are nice and fatty. In fact, they're so tasty, you want to throw yourself right in the lake after them. All that now. Hi there. Do you like my cat Mew? Oh, I was like, I don't see no cat. He's holding the cat. Sometimes a trader named Shu comes here. He's so smart and handsome, it's impossible not to admire him. Does Shu have a twin brother who just wears a different hat? I can't remember his name. And I'm really, really disappointed in myself right now because it would have been the greatest shoe-in, pun not intended there, for an Avatar: The Last Airbender reference, which is what I was trying to make here. But I can't remember who Shu's alter ego guy is from the Lady of the Lake episode in season 3. My job is unloading ship's cargo every day, but I like to use my body, so I'm pretty happy. Show has clearly gotten on the wrong foot here. Or you mean Shu? Your pun was ruined. And I'm gonna take it. Wait, this guy's not unique? Man. I wanted to go talk to those cats. Clearly, I'm not able to do that. There must be a way over there somehow. Alright, well, there's nothing here in this town for me, fortunately, from what I can see. So, I'll just get the stepping. The raid is going well. Oh yeah, I guess Ashara is still the content available. Let's go ahead and go with those. Still stands proudly over the guild. You've beaten her on heroic, right? Right? I almost want to stop using that just because, like, the flashing light, or the flashing white, a lot. But it does big damage. Fish is greater than meat? Hmm. 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 I mean, fish is pretty good. I'm not trying to downplay fish. But meat is pretty good too. I don't know. I think meat might take the edge. But I was gonna say, like, maybe, or you can prepare meat in a lot of different ways. But maybe you can't. Because I was gonna say, like, fish, you know, you can put it in the oven. That's about it. But for meat, you could put it on the grill or the... Oh, they're letting me pass. Green Hill, it's due west of here, lad. Ah, in such peaceful times, the life of a checkpoint guard is a pleasure. Oh, they actually let me pass. Unexpected. But yeah, I guess there's really not a ton of ways to prepare meat and fish, so they're kind of just the same. It's kind of a shame. You personally have the guild? No. Ah. Bashar is kind of crazy though. I was watching the world race to world first, and some crazy mechanics going on. Meat is not really good for you, just a little bit maybe, but not much. People eat way too much of it. Fish is much healthier overall. Don't we have a mercury problem with fish though? I feel like that's a thing. Or advertised to be a thing. Maybe it's meat propaganda. You say that, but you had lasagna last night. Oh, it's all good. I have tacos. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And on Wednesday, and sometimes Thursdays, I have hamburgers. So, I consume some meat myself. We're doing secret training here. You can't come in. Right? Did I mention I have no idea where to go? I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be over here. Just watched my Suikoden 1 ending VOD with the review of the game. I don't want to nitpick. You know, I'll just clarify. Say it's more of my thoughts on the game and not necessarily a review, but you know, it's fine. Not a stickler for it. I just say that if I were to review a game, it would be different than me just giving my thoughts on things that bug me, things that really stand out, that I really like. Hi there. I'm gonna start at the academy next year. I can't wait. Wooden cabinet. My youngest will be enrolling in the academy next year. I'm very proud. I'm totally not supposed to be here. Is school really that much fun? No. No, it is not. Matter of fact, don't go to school. But if you're already in school, stay in school. What am I doing? Isn't it obvious? I'm thinking about what to drink tonight. You think a lot of my negatives get fixed in this one? That would make me a very happy person. And in fact, I mean, there's been several negatives already fixed in the 4-ish hours that I've already played, so definitely a wunderbar thing. Good afternoon. What's up, boy? What? You say my cooking is delicious? You're only flattering me, but I'm grateful just the same. Thanks, I'll give you my tempura recipe. It's fine, it's fine. No need for thanks. Oh boy. Oh, this person has a name. That darn Pico. What's he up to? You're the only one for me. The only girl to have captured my heart. Whatever. Alright, I gotta find Pico. Will you be staying with us, sir? Looking for unique people. Doing unique things. Well, that guy was wigging out. You're such a lazy bones. What happened to going to the Torn Republic? Still tired. Yeah. You think I tend to be harsh on my impressions of the game? Spending much more time talking about the negatives and spending rather little time on the positives, even when there's roughly an equal amount of both. You know, when you did say that, because you mentioned that on my playthrough of Suikoden 1 when I was giving my thoughts, I actually thought I didn't actually think I was harsh. I mean, and of course this is just a how can I word this? I don't necessarily think I was harsh, but I do think that I was spending a lot of time on the negatives. And a big reason for some of that happening is because in most respects, like, the game really wasn't doing much that I found to be unique or like really special. So if something was to be positive about the game, it would be something that kind of really stood out to me. And so that's why there weren't as many of those particular circumstances. Whereas a lot of things that it did that was kind of obnoxious stood out a lot more. And you know, it's an older game, so I definitely did try to give it some leeway in that regard, because, you know, obviously it's a game from 1996 or something like that, and you know, you can only do so much and go so far. Isn't the weather great? I love taking an afternoon walk on days like this. Like, maybe I'll go into town. Hey, want to walk with me? I don't know about that. Talking to me won't do any good. My boyfriend might take it the wrong way. Weather isn't good for an old man's bone. It's funny, I said the first one was decent as a platform to build on, because when they made it, it was only to set up to make this one. It was their practice run. Okay, yeah. That seems about right. As far as my expectations there. Are you new here? If you have any questions, just ask me. Who you be? Are you new students? This isn't where you sign in. Go to the receptionist in the building in the middle of the campus. I am like totally not supposed to be here. 100,000%. Axel only believes in the best gameplay. I don't know about all of that. I'm trying to think of a game out there that just had blah gameplay, but I still had fun. But, you know, these examples really never I'm off the top of my head. Perfectionism is something you can relate to. You're a chess player, can't afford a single mistake, so you get it. Well, see, that I'm not looking for perfection in a game. I'm just looking for, like, I'm the type of person that if I were to grade a game, it would be 1 out of 10 and 5 would be average. Because like nowadays, if you grade a game, a 7 is average, 8 is above average, 9 is really good, and 10 is perfect. And anything below a 7 is garbage. And it makes no sense to me. I've gathered information as far afield as Harmonia across the great ocean. Who's gonna inspect my... Oh, there's a magnifying glass there. Indecipherable writing. Oh, this is the ancient script from Harmonia. Me? I'm in detention. Oh, it must be like classrooms. Oh, what's up? Can I help you, lad? What am I doing? I'm a sculptor. You know, but I just can't come up with any good ideas. That's a guy to recruit later on. Well, these are classes, so you probably just can't recruit these people. That person kind of looks like a Charizard from Bells in the Sky, I think. Jean, I feel like I've heard that name before. I think she was in the first game. Good afternoon. Let's see. Blah blah blah. About the same way Xenoblade Chronicles X was a practice run for Xenoblade 2. I didn't play Xenoblade Chronicles X, but I've seen some gameplay of it, and I don't... At least only being an observer, I don't know if that correlation is as fulfilling to me as it might be to someone who's played both games. They seem quite different to me, but I suppose they're similar. You know, I technically wouldn't know. You thought my thoughts were pretty fair? The first game lacks a lot in terms of story depth, and there weren't many gameplay aspects to be forged into something good. I think the story is definitely lacking quite a bit. I would definitely say this game is already leaps and bounds better story-wise than the first game. I would definitely say that. There is a room here, and I mean, it kind of looks like it's downstairs. And you wouldn't even believe it, but she... What? She? What? You don't want to criticize or put me on the wall there? No, it's all good. I mean, you know, I gave my thoughts, you know. I was already, like, people swear by the Suikoden games. So, like, I'm honestly surprised that I didn't get, you know, stabbed 3 times in the chest and thrown out on the street to bleed to death. From what I said so far. Oh, right here. Interesting. A bas relief of the Academy's crest, or base relief. And I always appreciate the you know, the general discussion. You can call my thoughts trash. Let me know why. That's all. 8 is the standard, just pay you and you can hook up. Oh, man. There is definitely something back here. I get back there. Tell me. This is my place. I'm taking over this school. New bullies in town. Where do you come from? Yarrow? Never heard of it. Me? I'm from Rockland. Hey, I know of a Rockland. Good afternoon. This is the main school building. The dorms are to the west and to the east of the attendance building. I already went in there. I wanted to go back here. There's totally something back there. You completely agree with me on those rating systems? It drives you nuts? Man, I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't get it. But I guess that's just the day and age that we're in. Whatever. It's all good in the hood, I suppose. He's not saying Suikoden 1 was bad. He's just talking about the aspects of it. It has some good and bad. Yeah, I 100% do not think that Suikoden 1 is a bad game. If I thought it was a bad game, I would say it was a bad game. Once again, as I search for examples that would help me out here, I failed to come up with it. There's been a couple of games, at least one game, that I played on stream, and I didn't like it at all. At least one. Having trouble thinking of it. Use Highland Border. Beyond here is Highland. Sorry. It's the times we live in. One is allowed to pass. You shall not pass. Personally, can overlook the bad parts of a game if the gameplay is good. You'll never enjoy a game that has amazing visuals, music, and animations if the gameplay is bad. But you can overlook bad visuals, music, and everything else if the gameplay is good. I've been kind of struggling with how I want to treat where I want to go with, I guess, I don't want to say rate, but you know, when I'm weighing a game as far as what I like about it and what I don't, it is kind of difficult to figure out if I'm going to like a story more than the gameplay and then just get through the game because I like the story so much but the gameplay is mediocre, or if the gameplay is really, really good but the story is mediocre and I'm just playing the game because the gameplay is good. I guess it really just depends on what the game is doing well at the time, I suppose. Sorry, there's been a lot of suspicious talk lately. I can't let you pass. Knightdom of Matilda is just ahead, but you can't pass now. Gameplay is greater than everything else, except for visual novels, you suppose. I've played one visual novel in my entire life. Well, one visual novel. Well, I'm gonna say one visual novel in my entire life. You know, of course, there's like the Professor Layton games, and those are visual novels. There was another game that I played where I was like, made the realization, and I was like, this is kind of a visual novel. Of course, I'm blanking on the name. I actually tested the game while I was a QA tester. And it reinforced my desire to stay away from visual novels. There's just something about it, you know, like it's just weird. I don't know how I can describe it distinctly, but I guess I want a certain level of fulfilling gameplay, I suppose. The name of the game was Ray Gigant, something like that. Can't believe I remember the name of that game. Crazy. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles X was a practice game to work on. Their technical aspects of making an open world, training their employees. Oh my gosh, this is 2 pigs. Oops, that is not what I want to do. This is what I get for not paying attention. That was a lot of money. Oh my gosh. Is there like a secondary way to... The training their employees to test the mechanics. Suikoden 1 was the same thing for Suikoden 2. Okay. As for Jean, she was in your castle in 1. She was doing the rune stuff, you think. Aha. I knew I wasn't crazy. Well, no one gets past without an entry permit. Go home. Alright. Well, I've been practically everywhere. Oh, she's not blocking the door anymore. Well, that was the longest detour when I just had to go back over here. My goodness. Hello, welcome to the White Deer Inn. The beds are clean and breakfast is included. You picked a strange place to open an inn, didn't you? Well, maybe. But you'd be surprised how many people stay here. Well, shall I show you to your room? Hey, Hilda. What are you so excited about? I did it, Hilda. Be happy. I finally found the way to the treasure. It was just like I thought. I knew there was something funny about those ruins. What? You should be happier. We can finally say goodbye to this failure of an inn. Wait a minute, Alex. I've got to get some help. It's dangerous in there. Well, I bet I can find some city people to help out. I'll find you a jewel so big you won't even be able to carry it. We're gonna be rich, Hilda. Alex, please, don't do anything dangerous. The treasure is probably just a rumor. Please, I don't want you to. What are you talking about, Hilda? I'm doing this for you. Anyway, I'm gonna find some people to help. That man. Oh, excuse me. That's okay. Was that your husband? Yes, he's obsessed with treasure hunting. I don't know what to do. Well, shall I show you to your room? There's been talk. The only visual novel you have interest in is Clannad. But that is only because you love the anime so much. Probably won't ever play it. Never heard of it. Ah, I slept well. We'd been camping out for so long. Come on, man. Can't you let a brother sleep? Now he's oversleeping again. When is he gonna wake up? Ryu? We should throw water on him again. Or should we throw water on him? Disrespectful. Huh? Is it morning? Come on, disrespect. Like, can you just let the people sleep, you know? Finally got their good night rest in who knows how many days. I went all over the world, and you can't just let a brother get some sleep. Everyone, did you sleep well? No, because I got woken up by my freaking sister. We had a wonderful time. Dinner was wonderful, too. Yeah, but she said breakfast is included, didn't she? Pretty sure she said breakfast. Where's my food? We'd love to. Okay, let's go, Ryu. Disrespect. Got some nice things. I'll be the judge of that. What do you wish for me, child? Ooh. Wait, do I have another one? When did I pick up another one? Ooh, I can give this to Shiro. Ooh. Alright, can avoid physical attacks. We're going to give this to you, because for some reason you just take a billion damage. Hey, are you going to Muse? I used to live there when I was real little. You're the weirdo that sees Ace Attorney games as half visual novels, but you know that's not accurate. That actually might be accurate, because technically, the Professor Layton games are visual novels. You know, I mean, they're just puzzles, basically, so it makes sense, I guess. Ace Attorney games, Heels recommended those to me, and I need to get around to trying one of those out. Alex. What's wrong? Darn those city folk. Nobody believed me. They even called me a liar. Darn. Alex. We don't need treasure, right? What are you saying, Hilda? This time I've really found the way to the treasure. I want to give you a good life. Not in the backwoods like this. We could open an inn and Muse. Excuse me, when you said those city folk, did you mean the citizens of Muse? Yeah, so what? Does that mean you have an entry permit? Yeah, these days you can't get in without an entry permit. Do you think you could maybe lend it to us? We need to get into Muse, and the guard won't let us in. Okay, I'll make you an offer. You guys help me look for treasure, and I'll lend you my entry permit. How about it? Sounds interesting. We'll help. Great. We're off to search for treasure. Good. We'll go right away. While we can. Can't take this little girl. Hilda, will you watch this kid? Maybe she can play with Pete. Oh, that's no problem. But dear, I really wish I wouldn't do this. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Not foreshadowing at all. Please be careful. Lika, be a good girl. Ryu and I will be back soon. Okay, now we're ready. The ruins are toward the back of this inn. Let's go. Darling, please be careful. Lika has left the party. Alright, let's go ahead and save. This game has some nice music. It's not amazing in terms of memorable, like some of Yasunori's or Nobu's songs, but it's very fitting for the times it plays. Fits the atmosphere very well. I've been happy with the music so far, definitely. There's some very memorable moments, especially that one and that one. Oh, and that one too. This is it. Take a look at this relief. Is this inscription Sindarin? Yes, these ruins were left by the lost race of the Sindar. Wow, Jowie, you're so smart. How did you know that? No, it's no big deal. I just saw it in one of the books in my father's study. Alright, calling it now. Jowie is a Sindar, or Sindarian. I've been researching this for years. I finally learned the secret of these ruins a few days ago. This is it. I knew these weren't normal ruins. Listen, there might be monsters in there, but let's go forward cautiously. Gotta move real calm. Which is it? Oh, these guys? Okay. This game doesn't really have anything that stands out in particular as amazing. It's just everything is done so well done and beautiful. Just a complete game. Every category you could rate would get high marks. Most games have something they do really poorly at even if the rest of the game is good. You think this game has one of the most epic moments of video game RPGs at large, and that's just you? Would you say that this villain is better than Kefka, though? Everybody loves Kefka. Stone of Magic. Got that. Gantry. Keep that for now. Ages. Absolutely better than Kefka. Brilliant is better than Kefka though too. Brilliant was pretty cool. I still had issues with the end. They could have spent more time on it, but it's whatever. The game did what it had to do. Bag is full. Equip that. Oh, you don't even have anything equipped. Oh, that might be why he's taking so much damage. This guy don't got nothing on him. Give him some stuff. Leather cape. Some boots. Ooh, those heal for 300. Don't have any hats. I gotta sneeze. Oh dear. Actually, I could probably get away with an auto. Hey, thanks for the follow, Silent Knight. Thank you very much. Kefka is pretty one-dimensional. He's a crazy, power-hungry clown. Most people only say he's the best villain because he... Let's see. There's no other way for me to say this, so I'm just going to say it like this. I tried playing Final Fantasy 6, because that's Final Fantasy 6. I imagine that if I were to play that game today, I would probably look at it in this same vein, and it'd probably feel very similar to Suikoden 1, where like I can recognize the influence that it has, and I can appreciate, you know, how it paved the way for games to come. But I probably wouldn't think it's, you know, one of the greatest games of all time or anything like that. But again, I haven't beaten the game. I haven't really put all too much time into it. Maybe 4 to 6 hours. Maybe. Oh my gosh, that was 40 damage. Dodge. He did have fur control over the world for a solid year. He did win for a year. The character itself had little depth. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will track me down on my Kefka comments. I hope this has a treasure chest, because this is why I came this way. Alright, we gotta go back. Just spoiled something. No, it's all good. If I do play Final Fantasy, I mean, like, Final Fantasy 6 has been out for a million years, so you don't have to worry about it. But if I were to play Final Fantasy 6, it would be so far down the road that I won't even remember the comments that you said today. So it's all good in the hood. Gauntlet. Reminds me of a game I used to play in the arcades called Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Never did manage to beat that game. Can I bring the ruckus? There's actually a lot of damage being dealt to that guy and he still didn't die. I'll have to take 40 damage back. Oh my gosh. What is this? 6 is one of the best Final Fantasy games, but it's still just a Final Fantasy game. You know, that is a very clever way to say that. I applaud you in your wording there. You presumed everyone present had played 6 to the end? It's all good. All good in the hood. They play it safe with their games, and their combat mechanics are always broken. There's never a newer Gauntlet game on Steam. Or there is a newer Gauntlet game on Steam. You have Dark Legacy on an emulator. Man. You know, I have my doubts that a newer Gauntlet game is really going to hold up. Which is it? I was like, I figured you need something to put in there. It's like something is supposed to be stuck into this depressed area. Oh, why don't you cheer it up? Okay, sadly you cannot attack the dude. This is going to be a painful encounter. Okay, I guess that kind of works out a little bit. It's not Kefka's character that makes him stand out. A lot of villains are mad, delusional, power-hungry, psychotic, whatever else. But the way things turn out for him is something that very few villains achieve that makes him stand out. Every time you think of OG Gauntlet, you remember chicken. Nice dad joke. Oh, man. Why'd you just gotta throw those out there, man? Times. And it takes forever for him to, like, activate that. Let's see. Come back around and see if we can get that. Shoulder pads, those are like 2,000? Do they cost 2,000 rather? Let me give you shoulder pads. We're gonna replace this with getting body. Good, if we use this. Thank you very much. That's a joke your 66-year-old boss would use. I'm not ashamed of using that joke. Not at all. Statue of two-headed snake. There's an obligatory Metal Gear Solid reference right there. And need a square for that. Shoulder pads to keep your shoulders super comfy. I don't see anybody wearing shoulder pads in this game. You know what would really benefit from some shoulder pads? Is Shiro, the dog. But then you have to think, like, if you're going to put shoulder pads on a dog, you got to put them on the front and back legs. Do they technically have two shoulders? I mean, you know, the word is not coming to me, but anatomy-wise, you know, you'd probably say no, but, I mean, just look at them. Probably got to have two shoulder pads. Wish I could spread apart that game. Nice dodge. Big crit. No shame you love dad jokes. They just have to be perfectly timed. The most cringeworthy moment ever. Most of them take you a moment to get what he just said. Have I tried all of Joey's and Hero's spells? I've not. I don't think, oh. Bright Shield. Oh, I did forget that they have their own... Wait, hold on a second. Oh, that's where the double beat rune came from, because now Ryu has a rune, and so they just kicked it off. Glad they didn't destroy it. I feel like some other games out there would do that. Shiro doing work? Shiro is doing some work. That dog hits hard. Ryu, you think is the main guy's name? Yeah, I, much like the first game, I went purposefully searching for the main character's name. No, because I could name an Axelrod, but what happens when I go to play Suikoden 3 sometime down the road? Then we got 3 Axelrods, you know? It's a lot. Hey, who needs heal? You could use some. Everybody else is fine. I feel like there's gonna be a really nasty boss. So I'm gonna prepare for this. Do that, I guess. Okay, that's a triangle one. And I walked all the way up here for that. Like when so-and-so leaves the party and all her equipment is gone for the rest of the game. Yeah, see? There you go. There you go. I think I had that happen to me last game too, when Gremio, we'll just say, left the party. Although, really though, what are you doing playing this game? or watching this game if you haven't watched / played Suikoden Wood. What are you doing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got rid of all of his equipment too. I never saw it again because he had a run gem that I don't think I ever saw again. Right after Ether Doubler chest, I think the developers trolled with that placement. Life is hard. So hard. Nothing wrong with 3 Axelrons? But, like, when we have 3 Axelrons on the screen, all talking to each other, there's gonna be something wrong with that. A save. I will save. Alright, I need a square for that. Just going all the places that I don't need to go. Gotta start laundry, make some food. Early work again tomorrow. Gremio stuff is put into your inventory, you think? I found it later. Maybe not his runes, though. I mean, he didn't have anything good on him except for his rune that allowed me to run. So I definitely did not get his rune back. It was truly a tragic thing. I'll go up here first. Right, there's triangle. I know where to take that. Ah. Tried to trick me. I'm gonna throw away something. About a rope. Game trying to be clever there. I ain't falling. Okay. I don't think... No, this is not triangle. That is a square. Triangle is this one. I don't know if those were crits, but big damage. I will say it is kind of harder to see if characters are critting in this game. This is quite a mechanism. The water is draining out. There might be more places we can investigate now. Why are there trees down here? Does that make any sense? Come on. Oh my gosh. This is a lot. Somebody's probably gonna die. Oh, nice dodges. Oh, no. All right. It worked out. I was like, there was no way I attacked that guy, man. It's whatever. Alright. Well, I guess I would have to go all the way back. There, maybe? Okay, so there is that. Wrong direction. Here we go. This is where I gotta go. So just gotta figure out how to get down below. Don't remember seeing any stairs over here. Oh dear. Those don't look friendly. Well, it looks like they're pretty beefy as well. That was 3 attacks, I believe. Okay, they don't hit very hard though. I'll take it. I don't get very much money either. Okay, I don't know how to proceed then. Gotta find another way to river. I don't remember seeing anything up here, but I guess it would make sense to be up here. There's a gate right there. The spot like that would have to be parallel to it. Guys are jerks. Why don't we try autoing and see what headway I can make here. Okay. There's more damage. Let's see. Where's your stuff, dude? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, let's see what Jowie gets to. Single target, sudden death. Oh my gosh. That black sword seems a little reminiscent of one of the Soul Eater spells, as far as just doing a crap ton of damage, single target. These guys are jerks. They just have a ton of HP. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything there. Aha! I guess I never... This is a lot. You're still in a dream, Soul Eater. I don't know if that's a reference to the anime Soul Eater, but Soul Eater, like, back in the day where I actually watched anime on a more regular basis than I do now, I gave anime about 3 episodes or so, and if I didn't like it, or if I didn't at least find it okay, then I would stop watching it. Soul Eater is the only anime I've ever played. And by played, I mean the only anime I've ever watched where I watched the first 3 episodes, hated it, and still watched it. Wow. A ton of defense. That means I can get you. I might be able to. After I watched the first 3 episodes, watched it some more, and hey, it was actually enjoyable. Finished the whole thing. Reference to Metal Gear Solid 3's theme song, Snake Eater. Never played. Well, I think I played one Metal Gear Solid way back in the day, but it's probably just easier for me to say I never played a Metal Gear Solid game. I do own Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. It's somewhere in my closet. I think I bought it because it was $5 at Amazon. I hear it's a movie. Lots and lots of extremely long cutscenes. Fire lizard. We will take that. Get us some love. And not check what's up there. Mr. Venus. I'm actually going to use right here. And Nanami really doesn't do that much damage. That was definitely oof. Oof. Isn't that ruckus? So yeah, if I remember correctly, this is just a dead end, correct? This one, however, also a dead end. Shiro's the man. Well, you know what I mean. He's our dog, I guess. Shiro's actually really working out. I actually will probably even get rid of Kinnison, just because it's not really necessary for me to use that Unite attack. And I think Shiro is really putting in some work. He still has the highest defense of anybody. He has the highest strength of anybody. And both of those stats are actually drastically higher than everybody else. His speed is pretty high. Only Nanami's faster than him. Like, he just has really good stats. Oh, I'm impressed. I wonder why I can get rid of the pizza one, but not these. I guess we'll get rid of a medicine. his leather armor. Upgrade for... This is an upgrade. But for who? Question. Oh. Okay, once again, I thought I was doing okay, but I wasn't. Okay, equipment. That. Alright, continue. Making some hot dogs. You're cooking Shiro's family. How dare you? That poor dog. There's the square. Let's see. I believe there was a couple places that I could use a square. So I guess I would have to choose wisely. Got a water. I might give that to Home Chick Slice. We're probably gonna find more useful items, so we should probably just some of this stuff. It doesn't hurt as bad to get rid of it. Chili cheese hot dogs. Shiro's strong. You just don't like that type of character and tend to use who you like in these games. Oh, I'm right there with you. For the most part, I usually pick characters that look cool. And, you know, Shiro's a dog. He doesn't look, like, super cool or anything like that. But I would say he looks cooler than anybody else I've got in the party. I guess Kinnison kind of looks cool, but Kinnison also kind of seems kind of bad, so... What are you gonna do? You gotta be cool and you gotta be at least okay. I can't carry you for life. Out of this. I hope. Okay. Shiro has the disadvantage of being able to equip items, making him a bit of a one trick, but hey. Yeah. That's definitely what I don't like about him. Doesn't seem like you can equip runes on him. Doesn't have any really awesome items. Or equipment or anything like that. But I think I can keep him around for a while. Are we supposed to kill him with that attack? Oh, okay. That works for me. Alright, what does these moon guys do? Okay. Well, very nice. Alright, so I got a square. But I need 2 squares. That's not the right place to go. It's kind of odd for you not to go with whatever is strongest. You almost always min-max games. Game doesn't need it, and there are so many cool characters. I mean, 108. I mean, there's bound to be at least 6 or well 5 cool characters. Most def. Really getting tired of fighting these guys. They hit like trucks. Fun fact, Shiro is the Japanese word for white. Oh, interesting. I guess you can call him White Dog. I mean, somewhere in this game there's going to be a black dog. You can run double dog. Dodgers, what I like to see. Those poor moons. Those moons disrespected the suns. Alright. Will this be the correct use of my square? Make the best chili cheese hot dogs? Better than Wiener Schnitzel? Honestly, if you can't make a hot dog better than Wiener Schnitzel, you're not trying very hard. Or you burn them. One of the two. I really do wish Wiener Schnitzel would actually, you know, have actual chili. Magic drain. Look at that. Wow, this medicine has 8 uses on it. Okay. This. Oh boy. Collecting the old books. I hope that's a special item. It's not. Like, I don't have that much inventory space, man. What am I gonna do? Cook them in a skillet with butter, then broil the cheese on top until it's bubbly. Boiled hot dogs are disgusting, and microwave is pretty bad too. It's not as bad. Gotta keep turning the hot dogs on the skillet so they don't brown on one side. Once they get bigger and barely start to change color, they are done. Got ourselves a hot dog master over here. Telling us how it's done. Nice grip. What is the technique or the tech stat? Is that like agility, like dodge chance or something like that? I think it was this one over here. And yes, it is.